It's almost like being a cyclist trying to share roads with cars.
So her video was actually very good. I highly recommend you go to her page and actually watch the whole thing. But she used a great analogy for explaining being a woman in a patriarchal society, which is essentially you're a bicyclist and the men get cars. So the roads and everything are designed for cars, and as a bicyclist, you have different issues and threats that you'll face that you wouldn't face that if you were in a car or if the roads were designed properly for bicyclists. I want to take that analogy a step further. White men are in cars. White women and black men get bicycles. And black women and other women of color are generally walking barefoot down the street. Yeah, I know it's really hard to see that if you're also in the midst of this, in a society not designed for you, on a road not designed for you, it's easy to point at them and be like, hey, we're all struggling here. You may be walking, but I'm on a bike. Did you see that car that nearly just hit me? I know the danger you're in. But you don't realize, you're moving fast. And you don't stop to realize that, that woman is barefoot. She may have glass in her feet. If there is something coming in her direction, whether it be a car or a bicyclist, it's going to be harder for her to move out of the way of it because she is barefoot and there is not a safe place for her to move to if she is run off the sidewalk or off of the road. Intersections and crossings are incredibly dangerous for people who are on foot. You have to look both ways, but even if you look both ways, you might still get hit by a car or a bicyclist who aren't paying attention to you whatsoever. And if you do get hit, it's gonna be your fault. It's gonna be why were you in the street? Why were you even there? Didn't you look both ways? Even if you say you looked both ways, I feel like I've known a lot of people who were jaywalking and maybe we're just jaywalking. I don't think you really remember the situation so well. That is literally what it is for black women in this country. That's your analogy. There you go.